A coroner rules that a rude and intimidating Ofsted school inspection probably contributed to the death of the head teacher, Ruth Perry.
We were right that there was something profoundly wrong, both with that inspection and with the inspection system generally. Was right, and Ofsted were wrong.
The coroner has said that an Ofsted inspection, which he said lacked fairness, respect and sensitivity, was likely to have contributed to the death of a head teacher. Ruth Perry, who was 53, took her own life in January this year after learning her school in Reading was to be downgraded. Ofsted has responded with an apology. Our education editor Bramwyn Jeffries was at the hearing.
Ruth Perry took her life on the 8th of January this year, almost 2 months after an Ofsted inspection at Caversham Primary School. She knew they would grade it inadequate. Inspectors had raised concerns about safeguarding record keeping. Today, the senior coroner, Heidi Connor, said the inspection had, at times, been rude and intimidating. She said the way the inspection was conducted, the long wait for the report to be published, and the requirement to keep the findings confidential had contributed to Ruth Perry's mental deterioration. Mrs. Perry's sister, Julia Waters, told me the family felt vindicated in their concerns about the system.
We were right. What we've been saying, what other head teachers have been saying, what the teaching unions have been saying was right, and Ofsted were wrong, and they weren't prepared to admit that.
The family today described the system of school inspection as callous, perverse and inhumane. Thousands of school inspections happen each year without incident, but education unions have warned of the wider mental health impact on head teachers. Mary Bousted set up an inquiry into how Ofsted was working when she was the General Secretary of the National Education Union.
Ruth Perry's case clearly is tragic, but she is not the only school leader who has taken his or her own life strongly linked to brutal Ofsted inspections. And the agency, Ofsted, has been allowed to get away with behaving in the way it's behaved with impunity for decades.
The Chief Inspector, Amanda Spielman, has responded in a statement saying her thoughts were with the family and wider community. She said, "On behalf of Ofsted, I would like to say sorry to them for the distress that Mrs. Perry undoubtedly experienced as a result of our inspection." Ofsted said changes had been made to reduce the pressure felt by school leaders, but more would now be done to address the coroner's concerns. The Education Secretary, Gillian Keegan, said it was clear lessons needed to be learned, and Ofsted was fundamental to making sure children are safe and receive the education they deserve.